Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi Adam Kligfeld.
I invite you all to situate yourself intentionally in your chair or couch, meaning rather than just assuming you're sitting as you should be sitting, sit as you would like to sit. I like to focus on right angles between the floor and the lower part of your legs, a right angle at your knees, a right angle at your waist, and then your spine with great dignity and great straightness, holding you up as if there's a line from the bottom of your tailbone down to the ground, extending straight through your spine up to the top of your head, pulling back your neck a little bit rather than the hanging over that we do so much, particularly as we hover over a screen. If you haven't yet already, close your eyes. Have your feet be flat on the floor so you feel the full contact between you and the earth. And have your hands on your legs. I usually do palms down, so I'm touching and embracing my very self. You can also have it be palms up, which is a stance of openness and acceptance. You may want to notice what part of your body is waving to you right now, because it is sore, letting you know that it has been overused and needs some care. Upon saying those words, I noticed a part of my body that I had not noticed before that was sore and in need of some care. It's amazing how often we just glide over the signals our bodies are telling us. Or a part of your body that's waving to you and saying, I'm here. I'm ready. I feel great. Start to regulate your breathing so it happens not automatically, but intentionally. If I weren't speaking right now, all I would be doing would be breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth, over and over and over. Sometimes it's helpful to count the breaths to bring you into a zone. Sometimes it's helpful to transcend counting and simply to be. And you can make the out-breath slightly longer than the in-breath as a way of giving to the universe more than you're taking in. And as we're breathing and deepening and plunging and immersing, feeling our body and our spirits both as different things from one another and also deeply interwoven. We can linger on today's meditation that it is not only Erev Shabbat with the Queen arriving in just a few hours, but it is Rosh Chodesh, the first day of the month of Tammuz. I want you to picture in your mind an ancient ritual where the sages had lookers looking up to the sky for the nearly imperceptible quarter ring of light on the edge of the moon that said, "The month is a-borning." Can you imagine a nearly entire disk of dark moon with the slightest of awakening on its edge? Our sages did not know how it happened. They could not tell you the astrophysics, but they were exceedingly alert to the fact that it happened, training us to be aware of miniature awakenings. Celebrating almost infinitesimally small beginnings, because they will turn into something. What analogs in your life or the lives around you are there to that infinitesimally small band of light saying that something new is arriving? Something that you're only aware of if you're focusing on it, paying attention, looking for it, catching it early rather than waiting for it to be obvious. That is a rabbinic Rosh Chodesh, championing the first part of a beginning, of a birthing, of a starting, of a reawakening. Watch yourself with your mind's eye, watching you, looking into a cloudless night, an ocean of stars, a dark, gray, black, unlit moon, waiting, searching, observing, hopeful. And then it appears. It appears without announcing itself. It's so more subtle than the first ray of sunlight over the horizon, which blinds you instantly. This is just a harbinger of the light that will come, of the brightness that is arriving, the beginning of something wonderful. On this Rosh Chodesh, we celebrate, we claim the perception that comes from the meditative zone that allows us to observe nearly imperceptible beginnings. Maybe something is beginning for you even right now. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I'll share the closing meditation prayer so we can say it together. We say this 3 times. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. And may we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. We say, Namaste, and Shalom, and Shabbat Shalom, and I hope to see you soon.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.